What's up, guys? Today, this is my late time night talk show voice. And today we are introducing our couples love podcast.
It's not a love podcast. It is not. It's not a love podcast. Keep going.
So today we are showcasing our couples romance podcast.
Nope, next.
Huh?
Next.
And now introducing Q&S
Can you just get to the first
Soulmate
topic, please?
podcast. Huh?
Can you just get to the first topic?
All right. Well, we decided to create a podcast. Why did we decide to create a podcast?
Because you've been bugging me.
I have been bugging you.
That's why. That's the only reason.
For 2 years.
That's because, well, my whole thing was you've been bugging me for a while to do a couples podcast.
No.
Bugging?
That verb is a little harsh.
Bugging. If I can find a harsher word,
I made a
would probably use it.
suggestion.
You've been bugging me for a really long time, so I finally decided to do a little trial run. And my thought was, because I keep telling you, nobody wants to hear us talk. Nobody wants to hear this whole thing. So my thought was to do a little trial run, put a couple clips online, and show you that nobody's interested in this shit.
But then a lot of people were. So thank you so much, because now we have a love podcast.
That shit backfired.
Why? It didn't backfire.
It did backfire because I was trying to prove to you that nobody wanted to see this, but then a bunch of people was tuning in to see this.
Now, if your stubborn ass would have said yes 2 years ago, we could have been making crazy content. Am I right?
Probably not.
You'd probably get like 5,000 views because everyone would be more at home because, COVID, but now everyone's out.
Doubt it.
Did you drink a Red Bull before this interview so you can match my energy a little bit?
No, you got 10 minutes left.
Well, anyway, together we have a business, Quay Vision Productions. So if you guys, we don't have, we don't even have a page for this, huh? A separate page?
Nope.
Well, then just follow us on Instagram at Quay Vision. QUAYVISION.
Congratulations, you can spell.
I'm tired.
Struggle with that.
But anyway, just low key, this is who we are. We are a couple, and together we have a small business. With that small business, we do shoot different types of content for different people. We shoot a lot of weddings. We're really big on that. We also do real estate, bridal showers, baby showers, gender reveal, birthday parties. We're all for that.
It was we. I'm doing all the shooting.
Are you kidding me, Quayshawn?
God.
I also help with the videography a little bit. If you go onto his personal page at Quay Pots, no, what's your personal page?
It's Quay Pots. This shows how much you fucking pay attention to me.
You're like the person that has like 6 different accounts. I can't keep up with you.
Anyways, what were you about to say?
So if you ever look at his golf content, who is his videographer, you're looking at the right person, okay? Because I need a shout out. Man, filming 18 holes ain't easy, but I make sure I get good shots and angles. And B-roll.
And you're asking me every 10 minutes, is this shot okay? Is this shot okay? So I'm practically filming myself.
And who's getting great content?
I am.
No, I'll be reading the comments. You be getting good content because of me. So together, with the whole editing creativity side.
You don't do a lick of editing. So don't even go there.
I was pointing to you.
Oh.
Dude, when you look at this, I was pointing to you and giving you credit. I wouldn't take credit from you.
All right, go ahead.
Keep going. So defensive. I help with more of the client relationships. I do also help on the videography sometimes and photography when we are out on shoots. So in weddings, if you see me grab a camera and stuff, I'm helping giving different angles, but I am not your lead. I'm more like third shooter. Yeah, because
usually every time she gets a camera and she shoots a bunch of clips, there's usually the clips that I don't end up using. It's very rare that I use any of her clips.
He ends up using those content for his own YouTube. So I'm thinking ahead and I'm helping out.
Oh yeah, the BTS stuff, but even that stuff you mess up, out of focus, frame rate isn't right, and it's you think you'd know by now, but it is what it is. I appreciate your help.
Once I get paid, I'll make sure it's a little bit better.
You are getting paid. These lights are on.
I'm tired.
We ate today. You're getting paid. Anyways.
Koishan, you better work on your affirmations because they ain't doing it on this. Affirmations. Positive reinforcement. Is that in your vocabulary?
No, and I'm about to walk off the studio. If you don't get to the point, is this just a point, just banter back and forth? Is this what we're doing?
No.
Or is it a topic?
This is introducing us. Okay, so let's just tell people, what did we do this past weekend? We had a bridal expo.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what did we do this last weekend? I don't even know.
Yeah,
it's such a long weekend.
Yeah, it's been a long weekend. But we did attend the bridal expo, the Anaheim Convention Center, from Premier Bridal Shows.
Yeah, I spent half the time in the car chilling, watching YouTube videos.
Yeah, expos are not his thing, and preferably like the way he was dressed with sweats and stuff, you know, he just should not be standing next to the table. But he did come and he helped me set up. That was a rare sighting, so thank you.
Well, the expo thing is your thing because you went ahead and signed up for it on your accord.
I got to get us out there. If someone ain't getting us out there,
particularly like talking to people, so I don't like going to expos.
But
so since it's your thing, you're in charge of it.
I know, but I think people like your sarcasm too. So like I think it offsets who we attract as clients. Does it make sense? Yeah.
I guess.
Well, the expo was really fun. We got to talk to different people, get out, especially just promoting our brand. It helps us navigate into the wedding industry, wedding world, because that is a completely different world based on, you know, other client base that we have.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but
yeah, man, weddings are tough.
Especially just getting your name out there. Social media is fun, but I mean, we've gotten bookings from social media.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much where all our bookings come from, right?
Yeah, I got really excited because recently we got booked from TikTok, and you know, that was like a long shot because we've had TikTok probably, I think, maybe like a year and a half, and we finally got like 2 bookings from TikTok, and I'm like really excited about that.
You've had that account for a year and a half?
It's been a minute. We don't regularly post on it, but yeah.
That's your job.
Yeah, so once we get more edited content, then I can post for us.
There's a ton of edited content.
Yeah.
In the photo albums, you just have to look in through it and post pictures, videos, anything.
Okay, I'm learning,
it's all
guys.
In there.
I'm learning.
There's been a ton of videos that I've edited that's never seen the light of day because you wouldn't post it. That's your department.
I'm working on it, but we're getting there. So
she's been saying that for the past
I've been
year.
posting more on TikTok now, so I think, you know, we've been doing well.
I'm saying you've been posting a lot of the stuff that you take from your phone. But there's edited content that you can post.
Yeah.
You have access to it all.
I know. I have been.
No.
No?
I post all the edited stuff.
Sometimes you don't share with me, though.
Like I share with you everything. You have
usually
everything.
just airdrop it on my phone. Oh, you mean the Dropbox? I'm brand new at that.
Anytime we send out a client video, who gets it first?
Oh, I do get it first. Sorry. You know what I noticed though, when you do WeTransfer, I forget to download it on my stuff. So after 7 days, I lose it.
Whose fault is that?
Yeah, that is my fault.
Okay, so why are you trying to sit over putting it on me like I'm the problem?
I didn't say you were the problem.
Yeah, you tried to make it seem like I don't give you the content to post when you have it all.
I'm trying, guys. Okay, we're getting at it. All right.
Even this stuff, like I'll make a reel from the stuff that you shoot in here.
Yeah.
And then you'll look at it about 50 times on your fucking phone. And then 2 weeks go by and I'm looking at you like, did you post it? Oh no, I forgot. I'm gonna wait to post it. Just post it. It doesn't matter what time.
The reason is I did post it.
The reason is what?
No, but I haven't done that in a minute. I've been posting them. Like the one you just made of me, I posted right away.
That one because you wanted to get out, because I get that one. But there was ones in the past that you waited like 3 weeks and you forget they're in your camera roll and you never just posted. You probably have some in there right now that you never posted.
I'll have to look back.
See what I'm saying? Why not just get it and post it right away? Why
mean wait? Me just talking?
Anything. Why wait?
I don't know. Sometimes I like to post in the evening. I feel like people...
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like people come home from work and then they're looking on Instagram.
But it doesn't make any sense because if it's Instagram and you just post it, they're going to eventually see it. And if they don't, then it's just an algorithm. then Instagram is really good about getting your stuff out. So my thing is, and this is to anybody out there that's an entrepreneur, creator, whatever, and you're trying to do social media, stop waiting to post your content. Waiting at the right time, because the thing is, when everybody wants to wait until like the evening times around 5 or 6 o'clock to post their content so they can get in front of as many viewers as possible. The problem is everybody else has that same mindset. So everybody's posting around that time. So what Instagram is going to do and what the algorithm is going to do is they're going to get that content, and they're going to get the content that is most likely to keep people on their app. They're going to push that out first. So people that has a bigger following, people that gets more engagement, they're going to push all that content out first, just so we can attract more people and keep people on the app. If you're not up in that echelon, then they're not going to get to your content. Nobody's going to view it. Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
So just post throughout the day, and the right people will see it. And you don't want to get into a habit of just posting at a certain time every single day, because one, again, you're gonna forget to post it. Like, oh, I was meant to post it at 6 o'clock, but I forgot. It's 8 o'clock now, so I'm gonna wait to post it tomorrow. Now you're just delaying the process. You make it, you get it, post it 10 a.m., 7 a.m. People are online all the time.
I will admit, though, when it was just me talking, if you guys have looked through our Instagram page and you like look through our feed, there are stuff where like it's just me talking, giving business advice. I did wait to post that. So yeah, I will. It would be like he was done editing, and then 2 weeks later I would post. And I think the reason for me is just because, I'll be honest, I'm not from this world. Like, social media is really not like my private Instagram. I'm not posting 24/7. I'm not in front of the cameras. I'm not like an influencer, nothing. So when he's done with the work and I rewatch it, I think I just get into my head like, okay, like now when I post it, everyone's going to see it. And if it's not good, then it's going to fall back on me. So it's kind of a little bit of that play, but I think now I'm a little bit more comfortable. I think I'm more comfortable. I don't have to be script based.
Yeah, that script-based stuff was terrible. But yeah, I mean, to anybody out there that's watching this,
if you're new,
post your content. It doesn't matter what time it is. It doesn't matter what time of day. If you post it, it doesn't get that many views. It doesn't get that many likes. It's not the end of the world. Take it, repost it again. It's not. It's the instinct. It's the internet. There's no rules. Post your content. People will see it. And if you don't post it when in the times that you're supposed to, or just post it whenever you want, you might be missing out on some of the engagement that you might get from earlier in the day, but you wait to post it on later in the day, but now everybody else is watching everything else and they're not watching your content. So just post, man. It doesn't, I don't think it's a big deal unless you have millions or hundreds of thousands of followers and things like that, and you're getting a ton of engagement. That's when you can get a little more strategic about when you post and how you post and things like that. But if you're just, a few thousand followers here or couple hundred followers, whatever, post the content. Just keep posting. Post as much as you can. Post 2-3 times a day if you want to. It doesn't matter. If people are going to unfollow you because you're posting too much, then they're not really a fan of you or a fan of your work or whatever, and 2, they're not interested in your stuff anyway. So if they're going to unfollow you, let them go. Clear the way for other people. So don't get caught up in, I'm posting too much, people are going to unfollow me. If they unfollow you, let them go.
Right. So I definitely will look through my camera roll and see what I have not posted.
Yeah.
I probably have like 5,000 photos of our dog right now, so I really have to scroll.
It's insane.
We are dog parents. It's insane. Never thought we would be dog parents after 4 years of asking. 4.5. Finally got it.
We haven't adopted them yet.
We will. Yeah, so that was a nice banter back and forth.
You got anything else?
I guess let's just talk about what we hope to do with this coming year, since it's the beginning of the year. With this podcast, who we're looking to reach, because we just started this, so
we're not looking. Are we looking to reach a certain demographic of people? I'd
like to reach more couples.
Okay.
to see if they could relate to us more. Maybe people who are going to be engaged in weddings. I love weddings. So how about you? You're just doing it because?
Doing what because?
You're just doing the podcast? Is there anyone you want to reach?
No, not really.
Oh,
not particularly. I'm more so focused on my golf shit.
Yeah, so this is killing him right now. That one, he's not editing his golf content. 2, he can't look at Instagrams and memes. 3,
I got too much stuff on my plate right now, man.
Yeah.
With the business videos, I still got to put together a wedding edit and do all that stuff. And I got the real estate stuff. And then I have my own personal golf videos. And I have this podcast now. So there's just like more stuff that's just compiling onto my plate. And then also with just our own business stuff and putting out, you know, videos like that. And I think we're going to start doing like video emails now, right? So putting videos.
Yeah, we're going to try to do video emails.
Start, you know, getting a little bit more personable with our business and our clients that we work with. So instead of just like sending out texts and sending out long worded emails, we get more digital now since we clearly have the equipment.
Everything.
But that's just more work on my plate.
Yeah.
And then she gets to a point where she was like, well, you're going to edit it, blah, blah. I was like, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it. It's just, it's a lot. But yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, we're
but
trying.
we did bring on a, is it okay to announce this, that we brought on a full-time, well, not full-time, but we actually hired another videographer in Sully. He's like a part of our team now, like legitimately.
You can say that.
Yeah, tell the people that you hired Sully as a second shooter.
We together, we do have another shooter. So if you do hire us on weddings, he will be coming to the weddings, and he is basically our other videographer.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny too, because like, I don't know, I don't want to put Sully out there or whatever, but he came to us and just was, you know, basically just asking us, because he wanted to, you know, learn more from me, which was kind of crazy because I'm still pretty new to this thing myself. But he reached out to us, came over to the house. We had a nice long conversation. He just said he wanted to, you know, learn from me as much as possible, shadow me, and he wanted to get out of the whole wedding and quinceañera type of field in terms of like doing it all himself.
Yeah.
And he wanted to be a part of a team. So he came to us and he was just like, I would love to be a part of your team. And, you know, I'd love to be like a Quay Vision employee, so to speak. So, you know, we still got to get like that stuff down on paper and make it officially official. But yeah, man, so it's kind of exciting that people want to come on board and be a part of what we're doing. Because, you know, it always feels like we're not doing enough, or my work isn't good enough, or blah, blah, blah.
And now we're just kind of trying to think outside of the box versus, you know, I don't know. We're just doing a different approach.
Because, I mean, that whole aspect to it, that whole thing where he came to us and wanted to be a part of what we were doing, just kind of put myself into a position to where, or a mindset to where, like, maybe we should start branching out. And I think we had a conversation about this. Maybe we're making 2024 a year that we can start branching out the business a little bit more, start hiring out people so we don't have to be bombarded with all the work, and we start expanding things. And as we get more and more business, more and more clients, we can start delegating and just kind of be managers of the business rather than trying to like work tirelessly within the business. But it's not to say that I'm not still going to be working in the business, because obviously we're not. It's going to take a while to get to that point, but just to get that started, I think with him coming to us and asking that, it kind of had us jumpstart that whole process. And some of my friends that's entrepreneurs as themselves been getting in my head and getting in my ear about getting me to do that, Nima being one of them, getting on my case and just telling me to stop being stupid and just start hiring people out and actually build a business rather than just trying to be an entrepreneur and work a business. So, you know, it was eye-opening. It's tough because you don't like to trust a lot of people with your baby, so to speak, you know, the business you built from scratch. But it comes a time where you have to kind of take a step back and teach people how to be you, basically, and create another person of yourself. Because we just had recently another person that reached out to us and wanted to shadow us, Colin.
Yeah.
From we met this couple from Premier Bridal, and the guy wanted to he reached out to me and wanted to shadow me for wedding photography and things like that, and just kind of help him kickstart his career. And I think that's kind of humbling when people come to me and want me to teach them how to do this thing, because again, I've only been doing this for like 3.5 years at this point. So yeah, so that's what's going on. That's what we got going on. We haven't been posting a lot of stuff. I'm still doing a ton of real estate shoots. I'm still doing other events and things like that, but we don't post a ton of it just because we're really trying to just figure out this whole rebranding and things like that. I'm trying to focus more so on the wedding side, and
some of the weddings that we have done, we just couldn't post anyway because they were trying to do through publications. So they told us to stop, don't post anything. So we'd have to go through the wedding planner. And then I know, like, for example, in November, we will be shooting a wedding in Disney, which I'm super excited about, because who gets an opportunity to actually shoot inside Disneyland? We will unfortunately will not be able to post any of those clips. We'll be able to post if, the client collaborates with us. But other than that, we will not be able to post any behind the scenes. So it's just kind of, I think to be more on the vulnerable side too, the reason why we have not decided, going back and forth, adding someone now, just like Quay said, we do have now our go-to person, but it was just because, unfortunately, when you're growing a business and you're trying to navigate through different routes, especially weddings are super hard to book. Meeting a good couple, whether figuring out what's their budget, okay, well, they want like how many, a big team member, but their budget's low. Now, how do you divide up the budget? So I think for us, it's just figuring out, do we have a consistent financial basis to pay second shooters? Yeah, here and there. But, if we're doing a wedding for cheap, we won't have enough to hire another person out. And I think that's where we're just trying to learn. Unfortunately, with the wedding, if you're big on weddings and you just have not fully established your brand, which we're still working on, you get high months and you get low months. And there's time where there's no period of work. And whenever I see Quay kind of just like, oh, it's so slow, it's hard. It's hard when you're a partner to see, your other partner just, I don't know, it's just either like not losing faith, but I could just see it in his eyes. It just sucks, period.
We've had that conversation about, because I would say like 4 or 5 months ago, ever since you kind of like fully came on and did the client relationship stuff and doing all the negotiations and contracts and things like that, we made a decision to vastly raise our rates. And I had to, because you're not from the whole entrepreneurship world, and I had to tell her and I had to let her know, it's like, when we do that, we're going to lose a lot of business. We have to be prepared for that. So we decided to go forward with it and raise our rates. And we did lose a lot of business. Just people just couldn't afford us anymore, and we are out of that tax bracket. But we had to hold firm, and it's not personal, it's just business. So the clients that we did lose along the way, it's nothing ever personal. If you ever get to a point where you're of that status and you want to come back and hire us again, then we'll be here. Like I said, it's not nothing personal, but we just wanted to, in order to get to where we were trying to get to, and hiring out a team, and like she said,
we want to bring other shooters to come on.
Being able to pay other shooters, pay editors and things like that, we had to bring our rates up in order to do that. And like I said, and also too, like, not only did we raise our rates, but we tried to get out of other industries that we were shooting in a lot, and mostly focus on weddings, which at the beginning, when you're just getting started, you're not going to be getting booked a lot like that, because you're not established like a wedding company. You don't have a ton of jobs under your belt. You don't have a ton of content that you can show to clients and things like that. So we hit a crazy dry period. But 2024, things are starting to look up. I mean, we're starting to get to a point where we're starting to book more weddings. We're starting to reach out to more clients. The real estate stuff should start picking up again. But 2024 should be a pretty big year. So
I think it's crazy though, looking back, because 2023 we did have a slow fall winter season. Like, it was really slow. But now looking in 2024, we're actually going to have a really busy winter season. So it's just crazy to look at that because we're only in January and we've got like October, November booked, and possibly December. So it's just crazy how, you kind of look, okay, it's a dry patch now. And sometimes you're thinking, okay, it's shit, like, am I losing hope? Am I doing things correctly? But look at it, like from 12 months from now, like you're going to be super busy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it comes in waves, man. But like we said, we wanted to get to a point where we stopped doing the run and gun type of shooting.
We're trying, yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't fulfilling me. And it's just a lot of busy work that I wasn't totally enjoying.
Yeah.
Just certain type of industry, certain type of things, especially with the fitness stuff. Wasn't, I was getting a little bit tired of the whole run and gun fitness videos, hype videos and things like that. I wanted to do a little bit more. So for me, weddings was one of those things where it's like you take that next step into like getting into like a little bit of cinematography where you can start really formulating a story and putting together beautiful imagery and just not just showing up with a camera and just getting whatever you see, which is weddings is a lot to do with that. But the way that we shoot them is kind of like we do the pre-production. We have we have the couple come over to the house. We shoot like a interview style, documentary style interview and things like that to kind of incorporate into the wedding. So it's kind of one of those things where you can have fun with it. And with weddings, what I like about shooting weddings, because I don't totally love it, but what I do like about shooting weddings is each shoot is different.
Yeah. Even
though it's the same thing, it's always a different type of vibe. It's going to be a different type of outcome, a different type of video. So, it's one of those things. But
yeah. So it should be good.
Or it's just going to be really bad and we're going to be homeless in the next 6 to 8 months. But
that's not going to happen. I'm also a speech therapist, a full-time speech therapist. So if you guys ever do get emails from me that are super early in the morning, like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. because I'm awake, and if I don't respond to you guys till like 7 p.m., it's because I'm coming back from work. A lot of times, if you guys notice, for my wedding couples, my Zoom meetings, I'll often make it either on the weekend or after 5. So, I mean, that helps us as well too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just helps with the slow months. So we will not be homeless, hopefully.
That was a joke.
I know.
We will be okay. We have a lot going for us right now. There's a lot of stuff on the horizon. There's a lot of stuff that we're doing now. Like I said, real estate stuff is starting to pick up again.
You might become a golf influencer, and we may not even have to shoot weddings anymore.
I mean, I'm not going to say that's the goal. You're probably going
to get picked up by Ghost Golf and be flown everywhere for brand deals.
That's another reason why these clients need to come and book us, because golf is expensive and I like playing. So we need to make some more money so I can play more. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's going back with the golf stuff. It's one of those things where you start posting content, and because I'm a filmmaker and I do this for a living, the golf content tends to look a little differently when you post it online, coming from a filmmaker's perspective. So it allowed me to, by the way, it's 6:24.
We're about to wrap this up.
No, it's just 6:24. It's my birthday.
Oh my God.
But it's an inside joke. But it allowed me to make my content look different and put myself in front of a lot of brands out there that want to collab with me because of how the videos can potentially come out. So I've gotten quite a few brand deals. They're small brand deals, but we got a couple things from Ghost Golf that we did. We got some things from Black Clover to do some hats and things like that I haven't done yet.
Something from, you got Back Nine Bullies?
Back Nine Bullies.
Kingsman Golf, right?
Back Nine Bullies hit me up. It wasn't more so like a brand deal, but they, sent me some free merch to, just kind of showcase their stuff in the video. Shout out to John. But yeah, also Kingsman Golf, which I love their polos. Kingsman Golf is another company that's up and coming, starting out with golf polos, golf apparel. So that's another company that reached out, sent me some gear to, exchange for a video and things like that. Golf Banters sent me some stuff to do like some gummies and some a little training hitting mat. So like, yeah, man, we've gotten quite a bit. I've gotten quite a bit of attention in the earlier stages, and I'm not nowhere near big yet, but I'm excited to see where this goes. So I want to try to put a little bit more effort into the golf stuff. So if you guys see me posting golf more often than not, it's just because we're trying to see where this thing goes. We're trying to push this golf content, see, where it lands in a year or two.
Yeah, I think, and also we probably have navigated away from the bridal talk that we were starting, and we're going to focus more on doing a couples podcast. So kind of bringing us forward into
I still think you should do the bride talk though, because I think that can be a really big thing.
It will be another editing on your plate.
That's just more editing on me. So yeah.
So I'd rather put more effort into this podcast, and we'll see where it goes. I
think we need to start bringing clients back here more though, so we can get testimonials and things. We stopped doing that, and I think that's like a really big thing that we should be really focusing on doing, is just getting video testimonials and things like that.
Yeah. Well,
because we do get a ton of all the people that engage with the videos that we put out and the editing style and things like that. We do get a lot of engagement and a lot of encouragement on stuff like that. People tell me that we have some of the best reels
which is crazy, because a lot of people will think, based on looking at our reels, we're very super expensive in the wedding game, and we're really just starting out.
We're pretty fair, guys.
Yeah, we're fair.
We're not crazy expensive, because even Sully would hit us up and we'll send clients to our page, and he would say, the clients would come back to him, is like, nah, their stuff looks stupid expensive, I'm not gonna be able to afford it, without actually talking to us, because you'll be surprised of how affordable we actually are. We aren't on the cheaper side, but we aren't on this super massively expensive side either. So we're still kind of teetering in the middle a little bit until we start to, get our feet wet and being able to bring ourselves to that top wedding videographer echelon. But don't be afraid to hit us up, man. We're in negotiation. We're absolutely fair people. We're not gonna nickel and dime you. We're not trying to get you out of your money. We want every transaction that we make to be as fair as possible, but you also got to understand on our side the things that go into what we do. It's not cheap. So there's that. I
mean, if you're going to book us for photo and video, and you're having like a wedding, and your guests, including that, it's like 300 something people, and y'all are getting, you and your partner are getting dressed in different areas, and you want photo and video to be where everything is, we're going to have to outsource more people. We've brought a team of 5 before at a wedding. We'd have to increase our rates. Just it has to, in order to get everything. Like, there's no negotiation for that. We weren't 20,000, we weren't 10,000, but we would have to increase our rates to be fair. If you're having more like a 50 people wedding, hit us up. We can maybe,
we
talk
can work
about
with you guys. Like,
customize it.
Because at the end of the day, it's not about us. We take the ego completely out of it. We're not trying to, just, like I said, be the top performers out there and only charge X amount. If you have a smaller boutique wedding and you really like our style and you really want us to be there, hit us up. We love to negotiate and work out something with you guys. I don't want to be that company that you only reach out to us because we're cheap, because that's not even us anymore, because we're not cheap anymore. But don't reach out to us just because we can give you a deal. Reach out to us because you actually like our work and you like what we produce and you like what we put out. It's going to make the whole thing way easier and more fluid. So I just wanted to get that out there. And if you don't like our stuff, you don't have to hire us. We're not saying that we're the only people out there that's doing this or whatever. We want you guys to be 100% happy with whatever choices that you make. So we're going to be completely honest. We're going to be completely transparent. If you want us to do something that we're not capable of doing, we're going to tell you. We're not just going to like take it on, hopefully we do a good job, and then send you whatever and just be like, here. That's not our style. If you want something that we can't do, we'll tell you, and then you can make your own decision as opposed to that. So just wanted to throw that out there real quick.
One last thing. Oh, is it already 34 minutes?
It's fine.
Wow. What's it like working with your partner?
Didn't you ask me this already? Oh, you asked me
No, I
off the
didn't.
camera.
Yeah, off the camera.
I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it, guys. It has its ups and downs. Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Okay, cool.
What do you like about it?
I like it. Like, I think...
Of course you do, because you don't like seeing me. You don't like being without me or whatever.
First off, I think I've helped this company grow too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not going to discount that. You absolutely helped me.
It wasn't a choice. It was just me wanting to help, and I ended up just being part of it. And I think together we offset. Like, you don't like to talk to people. I love to talk to people.
Facts. Don't talk to me. Talk to her. If you anybody out there, if you are interested in working with Quay Vision and you hit me up and wanting to ask questions about rates and what we do and how we do it, what we offer, I'm going to send you straight to her because I don't do it anymore. She takes care of all that.
I will harass y'all to make sure we get paid, and it's nothing personal, just making sure, we've learned together, and we've been through shoots where we have not gotten paid, and we've done the work. So, I think it's great, the balance in between it. I think it holds us accountable, because if your partner isn't calling you out on shit, it's probably the hardest thing to hear is when your partner is telling you something you don't want to hear, but maybe is true, versus the outside world doesn't know, and they don't know what's behind closed doors. So I think, just having that backbone and support, like you help me, like when I'm crying when I come home from my job and stuff, like vice versa. Like I think we are that support, and unfortunately, you wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, it's hard.
It's tough, man. But
starting out, it is hard during the slow months. It is hard, but I think together, like we make a good team.
But like she said, man, we get to a point where we're like, you don't want to hear some of the backlash, especially from the person that you go to bed with every day. But we do dish it. I mean, and it's both sides. Like she'll get on me about stuff, I'll get on her, and probably more often than me. It's probably more often me getting on her about stuff than she getting on me about stuff, if I'm being honest.
I think we hold each other accountable. But
it is a good accountability thing. And there's a few pros, but the one pro that sticks out the most in working with your partner is that 100% that your partner is going to have your back 100% of the time, rather than going into business with just somebody that on the outside world, they might not have your best interest at heart, or you might not have their best interest at heart. But when it's a couple dynamic, we both have each other's best interest at heart, and we're just trying to help each other grow basically and build this thing up. So I trust her 1,000%. Hopefully she trusts me. But
1,000,000 and bajillion%.
Okay, end this thing. Let's get out of here.
Are you serious? Question.
This dude's snoring.
Milo's snoring right now. If he's not snoring, I'd rather him snore.
He's awake because he heard his name.
Yeah.
Let's end this. Milo. Up.
Come on.
Let's show
people. Okay, wait. Hold on. Okay,
they can't see him because the camera's.
Oh no! Can you fix it real quick?
No.
Flip.
Milo, get down. He doesn't. His tail is in between his legs. He doesn't want to be up there.
Okay, look. So Milo just got back from the groomers. Oh, look it. Say hi.
Jesus Christ.
Hi.
Can we end this thing?
Look it. Got a bandana. Yeah. Say hi. Yeah. It's like, what'd you want? Hire us.
Why do you have this on?
Because it's cute and it's free. He just came back from the groomers, so he smells great.
Paul.
Say something.
All right, let's go. Sign us off, Milo.
Milo said hire us. See? Bye. If you guys want to see some more, I know this is just like a rough off script first episode, but if we don't do it now, we're never going to do it. So we might as well just start it today. We appreciate everyone's support for the Couples Love Podcast. If you want to support us some more, just follow our Instagram page, Quay Vision. And when we create a YouTube page, please follow and subscribe. Bye.
What? No. Okay. All right. We're done.
He wants his daddy.
We're done. You just scratched me. We're done.
Okay. Bye.